All right, guys, we are back. Another Victoria Events with Caleb Shaw in the Chick-fil-A studios. It is Monday, March 20th. Let's just jump right into this. My brother, it is not your first time on the show. We appreciate you coming back. But for those that don't know who you are, please introduce yourself and let them know who you were here with.
I'm Buck Moore. I'm the executive director of the Victoria Bach Festival.
Outstanding. And this is another one of those deals that I become a bigger fan of every time I see it, because you guys are just doing great things in the community. For those that don't know, or who may have been like me at one point and just completely ignorant, what is the Victoria Bach Festival and why do I need to be a part of this?
So the Victoria Bach Festival, we're starting our 48th season this year. So we have been around the community.
Goodness, made me spill coffee with that. 48th season. All right, good job.
So we've been around for a long time. The festival itself will occur the first full week of June. And during that week, we produce and present almost 18 concerts throughout that week in various locations throughout Victoria and the Crossroads area.
Good Lord. And this is kind of one of y'all's gala things to help you get prepared for that.
Correct.
And all of that. And so
Correct.
Tell me about this, the Bach and Roll Spring Gala. This is, from what I understand, a pretty cool deal coming up. So tell me about this.
So yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. Our theme this year is Bach and Roll. We're going to go through the history of rock and roll and bring people from starting at the 50s all the way through present time, kind of reminiscing through all the rock and roll events of time and that type of thing. So we're going to have a lot of fun, have a live auction, a silent auction. We're raffling off gorgeous necklace and earrings for the ladies. So it's a lot of fun, and we're hoping that the community will come out and support us.
You know, I'm glad you're starting with the 50s and 60s for the rock. You know, I would argue they maybe had the best generation of rock and roll music. My mother-in-law comes over and she loves that time frame, and we'll put on the American Graffiti album and listen to that, and it's just I really think them, and then maybe AC/DC, whatever. But I think they got the lockdown on the
bookends.
Yeah, yes, sir, absolutely. But this deal is a really cool deal. It's this Friday. It's at the Victoria Country Club. And like you said, it's kind of a journey through music and history and all this, but it is a good fundraiser for you guys, and really helps because you guys rely on this to survive. And so two things that you guys still have available: tickets and sponsorships.
Yes.
If I wanted to be a sponsor for this, how does this work? And you know, if I'm running late this year, I can't do this one, can I still reach out to you for a future event, or if I want to be involved with my business or what have you?
So yeah, we're doing full tables and half tables, and then we have 2 ticket sponsorships available. So that will get you advertising and prime seating at the event as well. If you're not able to do it for the gala, then we do have concert sponsorships available. So out of those 18 concerts that are occurring, for instance, if you decided to do that, Shaw Realty could sponsor one of those concerts and be the presenting sponsor for the concert. So we have sponsors both for the gala as well as our concerts that we present.
Outstanding. And is this something that the Victoria Bach Festival, is this a membership that people can join, or is this something that you just go and you support these events and you donate that way, and sponsorships, etc.?
Exactly. Just through purchasing tickets and attending the concerts. Not all of our concerts are ticketed. We do have in the mornings, we do breakfast concerts, we do lunch concerts, and we do evening concerts. So it's morning, noon, and night. But some of our concerts are free, some of them are pay what you can, and then some of them are actually ticketed items. So we have something for everybody in a variety of ways to be involved and attend.
Man, that's awesome. So what is the best way for people to reach out to you if they have questions, if they want to become a part of this, if they want to go to your next show, if they just want to support you guys? What's the best way to reach out and say, hey, I kind of want to be a part of this stuff?
Yeah, actually, our website is full of information, victoriabachfestival.org. That's the best place to go. They're welcome to give us a call at the office. We can talk them through it and give them any kind of information that they might need.
Outstanding. So one more time in summary, give me the wrap up for Bach and Roll Spring Gala this Friday, March 24th. One more time. Tell me why they need to be there.
So when we bring in, for the festival, we bring in musicians from all over the United States. They come from California all the way down to Florida. All over the United States. So the money that we raise through the gala will help us pay their fees. We pay their travel expenses, and we also pay their accommodations while they're in town as well. So all the proceeds that come through the gala will help us promote and produce the festival concerts that are coming up in June.
Outstanding. Well, brother, we appreciate you. You do a great job at what you do. We're very grateful that you come on here and you talk about it, and for providing it to the community. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Guys, make sure you get out, support them. Go check out these deals. They're a ton of fun, but we got to keep showing up, so we make sure we keep getting these things. Let's take a quick break from our sponsor, and we'll be right back. I love the taste of the holidays. And when I'm in the mood for a warm-up, I ordered a cup full of cozy chicken tortilla soup. It's hearty, spicy, and creamy. These holiday menu items are only available for a limited time. Good thing I already ordered mine on my Chick-fil-A app through team member delivery. Awesome. Looks like my Chick-fil-A delivery has arrived. Guys, I'm gonna dig into this, but don't forget this is only available for a limited time, so get yours ordered today. All right, guys, we are back. Got some of my favorite people in here today. I'm excited. For those that don't know who you are, please introduce yourself, young lady, and tell them who you're here with, and then we'll go right down the line.
My name is Lisa Ruiz. I'm here with Bravo Honda Victoria, doing a lot of great things for the community, partnering up with Col Mike here.
Absolutely.
And we'll get into that.
We will get into that. And before we go any further, I do want to commend you because you were going about things the way I like to see people going about things, growing through giving. And you've been blowing up my phone for all these positive reasons, and you're like, I want to give, I want to serve, help me, help me, help me. Who can I give to? Who are veterans? And it's been spectacular, and I love that enthusiasm. And before we go any further, I just want to thank you for giving back to your community and for being such a cheerleader and a supporter of people and all that you do, because you've inspired me, you've helped me, and I appreciate you for it. And so
Absolutely, but I have to have a moment of humble, because a lot of that is through the actual owner of the Bravo umbrella, which is Alex Flores. And we'll get into that in later episodes, but you know, I wouldn't be able to do it without him and the resources that he provides.
Well, that's pretty awesome that a community is coming together the way it is, and especially for something like Warriors Weekend, which leads us to you, my friend. For those that have just moved to the area and they don't have any idea what this established tradition of awesome that you guys have going, what is Warriors Weekend and why should somebody be a part of this?
Wow, Caleb. Yeah, I'm Col Mike, U.S. Army retired, and I'm the founder and director of Warriors Weekend Field of Honor, and also I'm on the board for the executive board for Warriors Weekend. Warriors Weekend had the sole purpose of bringing wounded soldiers down here and giving them a weekend of relaxation and rejuvenation. And over the course of time, Ron and I calculated this the other day. Caleb, we have brought in the last 16 years over 8,000 warriors
Lord.
from all over the nation, from Guam, from Puerto Rico, you know, and I got to tell you, here again, I've got to give the community the props for that, because without them and their generous spirit, giving spirit, we wouldn't do it.
Yes, sir.
So we've got, and you know, and then the Warriors Weekend Field of Honor. This is our 15th year. Can you believe that? I hadn't lived in one place in 15 years since I was in high school.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I mean,
sir.
because I was in the military for 26 years, and then, you know, I came back. Even after 3 years, I was going, shouldn't I be moving at least cross town or something?
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yes, sir. I know a realtor, by the way, if you decide to do that. But side subject. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
No.
Anyway, sorry. That was there. I had to take that shot.
Yeah,
So,
Caleb, you know that I thought of you first.
Yes,
you know?
of course you did. You know,
You know?
it's a thought that counts too.
It is. It is.
Anyway, going on. Moving on. Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
no, but anyway, so the Warriors Weekend Field of Honor, when I came in to Victoria, I looked around and I said, okay, where's Veterans Memorial Park? You know, where are all the plaques and the monuments or whatever to military service? And we just don't have that much.
Yes, sir.
And Warriors Weekend at the time was dedicated to bringing in those warriors from Iraqi freedom and enduring freedom, because that's when it was going on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that was hot and heavy, and we were getting all those wounded in, and oh my God, it was just amazing what Warriors Weekend does for them. Just that one weekend encourages them so much. But I thought about all those Vietnam vets and World War II vets and Korean War vets, and even those Gulf War vets who weren't being recognized. And so I thought, hey, why don't we give them an opportunity to be recognized for their service and their sacrifice? And that's how the Field of Honor was born. So every flag, as you know, every flag on that field has the name of a warrior on it.
Mm-hmm. And that's perhaps one of the most humbling things is driving by there and seeing that and knowing that every flag stood for a military member and stands for a military member. And
Exactly.
it's a very humbling thing, and it's been cool to see the way that it's grown and that the way the community has gotten behind it, because now they get that too when they drive by. A lot of times they've sponsored one of those flags, or
Yes.
you know, my
Yes.
grandpa's flag is out there,
Your
my son,
yes.
my dad, you know, somebody.
Your flag,
yes, sir.
your
You know,
flag is out there, Caleb.
you know, that's a good point. People have been very kind and have done that for me, and it's
Yes.
never lost on me, you know,
No.
and it always means something, and it continues to mean something.
Thank you.
And so I appreciate it. And you guys have with the Field of Honor, you have several different things coming up. The first one being 22 April. What is that happening on 20? This one sounds like the real fun one. Like
This is
the one that I'm sure everybody's lined up down the street to show up
This is the
for.
one I need the guys with the guns.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Talk to me.
Hey, Caleb, I need folks with strong backs and weak minds. Okay?
Understood.
So I
we
can
have
take
lots of
full
Marines
advantage.
in our audience.
I want to take full
Yeah.
advantage of them,
I'm
okay?
kidding. I'm kidding, Marines. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm recently married to a Marine.
Yes.
Ah, see, I'm gonna get just sideswiped right here. You know, it's he'll know. He's waiting at home for Air Force jokes.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
trust me, he's
Yeah.
waiting. He's waiting.
He's like that Caleb
yeah,
Shaw
I
guy.
got
you
him.
know?
I got him. This
Yeah.
fancy chow hall. I
Yeah,
got him.
yeah.
But yes, sir. Anyway, rebar drive. This is one. All joking aside, that we really need people because
I really do.
You know, there's super fun events, and then there's driving the rebar.
There's
you
driving
know,
the rebar.
and it is what it is. And
Caleb,
we need people to help.
We take 4-foot sections of 3/4-inch rebar, and we're going to drive 2,000 of them into that hard ground out there. So I will tell you, I know this. Why? Because I've driven rebar. It takes a minimum of 15 poundings with that T-post driver to get it into the ground at
That's
the
if
proper
you're lucky.
height.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, if it has rained.
Yes.
Okay. So let me tell you, real quick story. Okay. This and hopefully we're going to have East High School football team out there again. They did it last year for us, and I'm also Coach Coley said he might be coming out with his baseball team. But last year, this one young man was out there just pounding the heck out of that rebar, and he looks over at Coach. He says, "Coach, so I guess we don't have to work out on Monday since we're doing this today." And the coach looks at him and went, "Pfft." He goes, "Just get a little extra rest tonight." And I'm like, yes, real men.
That's
Okay,
it. That's it.
hell yeah, coaches are still coaches.
Absolutely.
Okay, that nothing's changed
Well,
there.
you know, and all joking aside, the thing I do like about the rebar drive is it helps you understand a lot of the sacrifice. Like, we're just out there driving a little rebar that day. That's it. You
You're
know, we're not
sweating.
sitting in a foreign
Nope,
country.
that's
We're not
right.
down in the dirt somewhere. We're not missing our loved ones. We haven't gone 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks without talking to everybody at home, or being gone for 6 months or a year. And a rebar, you know, driving a little, it's kind of like doing a Murph. It sucks
that's
until
right.
it's over and you understand why you did it. It's to honor those before you, and that's what this
right.
is driving that rebar is to honor those that came before
Exactly.
you. And you know,
You know what? Those kids get it. They
Yes, sir.
really do.
I believe this is
Every
important.
one of
Hit 'em
them.
early.
Every
Hit 'em
one of
early
them.
with it.
Listen,
Yep, absolutely.
we're showing the next generation what right looks like out there, and I love it because every one of them thanked me for the opportunity as they were walking off the field.
Absolutely.
They're raising some great young men out there.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
And I love that program.
Outstanding. Yes, sir. Sorry, I talk a lot, so we got to keep this thing
Yeah.
rolling. We got 22 April. We got the rebar drive. Flag posting is 6 May, and we will have you guys back before this. So
Okay.
even though we're rushing through this a little bit,
Okay.
we are going to hit all these different deals. But we got 6 May, the flag posting, and the Field of Honor dedication. Can you just kind of
Same
summarize
day.
this sheet in the next
Yeah.
couple months of
Yeah.
why we need to support this, how we can support it, and just kind of what to do?
Yeah, well, let me tell you what's been great. Okay, partners like Bravo Honda. Lisa called me up and said, "Hey, Col Mike, we want to partner with the Warriors Weekend Field of Honor." And I said, "Man, that is great. You know, whatever you can do." So we had an event that was a flag sponsorship event over at the Honda dealership. Okay, and it's because of corporate sponsors like that we can expand that field. We're shooting for 2,000 flags this year.
Wow.
Okay, so that on May 6th, the first time ever, we're going to post in the evening at 5 p.m. So we're going to post from 5 to 8. Anybody that comes out during that time, whether to help us post flags or families that come out to post flags from mama, daddy, grandpa, whoever, hamburger dinner for them. And we want them to stick around that evening, because that evening we're going to have the dedication ceremony at 8:30. Hopefully we're going to have some fireworks out there, and then the field's going to be lit up, at 9 o'clock. So that's kind of in a nutshell, that's what we're going to do, and we'll come back and talk to you about that later. But all the props, this is actually the first kind of corporate sponsorship that has occurred for the Field of Honor. We've got a lot of great corporate sponsors for Warriors Weekend itself. This is the first one that kind of came out and said, hey, we want to work with the Field of Honor, and make an impact here, in Victoria. And I think it's just great.
Way to lead from the front.
Yeah.
Way to lead from
They've
the front.
got a whole bunch of vets over there at Honda.
We really do. We actually have a veteran wall of honor at both of our dealerships, Bravo Nissan and Bravo Honda. So any of our veterans that come in with people buying cars or just buying cars, sometimes we have veterans just come in and sit and talk with us, because Alex himself is a veteran.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Bravo company.
Yeah.
And
grateful for that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he really pushes it, and it's, when you guys get to hear his story, it's actually pretty awesome, because he doesn't just love veterans because he's a veteran. He says, I've always loved veterans because they just seem to be the most kindest people to him since he was a kid.
Yes, ma'am.
So, but
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am. Now we're very lucky to we walk among giants and people who have done
Absolutely.
this ahead of us, and so we're very blessed. Guys, I got to wrap this up.
Okay.
Thank
That's
you
good.
for all
Yes.
that you do.
Absolutely.
Thank you for all that you do, guys. This rebar drive coming up 22 April. Congratulations on another successful event. Follow Warriors Weekend. Stay on it. Stay on the Field of Honor, because they need you guys. Let's take a quick break for our sponsor, and we'll be right back.
Since 1932, Wallach & Volk has been closing mortgages and doing it the right way. The reason why the Volks opened up a bank at the height of the Great Depression was because the bank needed to be opened at the height of the Great Depression. And it was good for the community at that time. A lot of the banks were going under. In order to keep that community sound and stable, it was something that they did. I think that says something about who Wallach & Volk was 85 years ago. And the only way you get to continue to do it is if you consistently do it great. And we plan on doing this for another 85 years.
All right, guys, we are back in the Chick-fil-A studios with our final guest today. I know you have never seen these people before. You have never heard of them. You have no idea who they are. So we're proud to introduce them for the first time to the Victoria community today. Please introduce yourself and let them know who you're here with.
I'm Claire Santellana. I own Crossroads Art House, and I'm the curator of the Art Walks.
And my friend.
I'm Tony Vasquez. I'm here with the Victoria Fine Arts Association.
And if you haven't figured it out by now, I'm being totally sarcastic. They are all over the place. They do so much in the community. They support so many different things. But today, the hat that you all are wearing and you're supporting is the Victoria Fine Arts Association. What do you guys have coming up this weekend that's another fun deal and another awesome thing you guys are doing? Tell me all about it.
Well, we have we're really excited actually to be hosting a art and music walk from 4 to 9 in downtown Victoria.
And so, for somebody like me, just, a knuckle dragger boy that doesn't know culture very well and he's trying to learn this stuff and get better, what is a music walk? What is an art walk? Tell me all about this. I don't know what these things are, so I need to be educated.
So I'm pretty excited because the downtown businesses have been gracious enough to open up their doors to let the artists be inside of their businesses. And it's mostly along Main Street. It does go to the library also. And I think also Greeks.
Greeks, 205
Yes,
as well.
so as far as 205, and it's just various businesses, and people are able to go see the artists and the musicians. They can get a stamp and win prizes, which are also donated by local businesses.
Well, that's one of the things, I know you all have worked hard on these, and it's great to really see them get legs underneath them. Is I like, and you always hear me say it, but I'm going to say it again, I like seeing community help community. And I like the way that each of you wears 400 different hats in the community, yet here you are uniting to try to, further these things. And what I like about the music walk and the art walk is just that, is you bring in so many different, it's not about, hey, this is my area over here, go to your area. And no, it's like, hey, this is all of our areas. Let's open this up. How can I help you? How can you help? All this stuff. And I appreciate that. And like I said, for a knuckle dragger like me, it's cool because you get to see things that you would normally you step outside of what you know in your little comfort circle, and you get to see art, and you get to hear music, and you get to see these businesses and meet these people, and what you kind of find out is they're just as excited to meet you as you are to meet them, and it organically grows, and it's so neat. And it's been, I want to commend you both, because over the last year or two, it's been just really neat to see in the community how much everybody has been taking care of each other, you know, and it used to be different ways of growing your business and all this, and you know, heck, our whole show today has been people wanting to give back to others, and that's what they're doing, and that's how they're growing. And so before we went any further, I just want to commend you both on that, because you do a good job supporting others, and it's neat to see the growth of it and stuff. And so if though somebody, I've done a great job selling this for you, but why should they be a part of this? If they've never done this before, if they're being stubborn and they don't believe me, why should they get up and come to downtown to check this thing out?
I'm going to say it's just going to be an open invitation. It's a free event. It's a way to just come down, explore downtown Victoria, and I have a lineup of 11 different people.
Talk to me real quick.
Yes,
Let's hear it
please.
real quick.
First of all, we're going to have Dream Stereo, an alternative rock band. They will be playing at Fringe Salon. So there's going to be a wide variety of music here. We have Jacob Kyle. He's a singer-songwriter. He'll be at Bach's Coffee Bar. We have Eric Magnuson. He will be at Greeks 205. We have Texas 361. Will also be at Coffee Bar. Stephanie Ross will be at El Paso. Sarah Valenzuela will be at the Welder Center. The Victoria College String Instruments will be playing at the Welder Center as well. The Victoria High School students will be playing at the Gazebo. We have Rose Marie. She'll be at Santa Marita Market. Chelsea Markham will be at Peaches and Tortilla. Ted Wise will be at Facetti's. So it's going to be a wide variety of things to choose from.
And speaking from the artists,
Yes, ma'am.
we have 58 artists this time.
Holy smokes.
So too many to name, but they are so excited,
Wow.
and I'll tell you, they are collaborating together. This has become kind of a hallmark event for them, where they can get their art out there, and they're putting a piece of their heart. Like, that's
Absolutely.
like a piece of their heart and soul that they're like showcasing. And so it means a lot to them when people come from the community, even just to smile and like just appreciate their art. A lot of it is for sale, but I think it's more confidence boosting just to be able to put their art out there. And some of them are youth artists, so a lot of my students are in it.
How cool.
It's really
That's
cool.
awesome.
But,
How many did you start with at the very first one when you all did this? Do you know off the top of your head?
I think it was about 40.
I was gonna say it was not that many.
Yeah.
Is what you even anywhere near what you're at right now, and so congratulations. This is a product of hard work, and I agree with you on the youth thing. Like that's educate them young to where they're not like me and they're just trying to learn all this in their 40s and they got to play catch up on everything.
It's teaching them like entrepreneurship. It's teaching them it's building their confidence, but also teaching them resiliency. So because art really does teach that. I mean, just having to do trial and error builds resiliency. So.
I just did a theater show and I had to go just humble myself and go out on the stage and not get tomatoes thrown at me and all that. And it's humbling but you're part of furthering the arts and you're part it's so cool what you guys are doing. And so
I do want to say too, like one thing I've noticed with the art house is adults are a lot less forgiving on themselves because they're like, I'm already grown, like I should already know how to do this.
I should be able to keep it between the lines and
like children are going to grow up and be adults, and I know everybody like we do like everything's for the kids, but also the adult artists, some of them are new at this and this is like their first time being in the public, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I kind of
better late than never too. Get out there and go do it.
It's scarier when you're an adult.
I would agree, but but we can also recognize the victory when you do go out there and the community shows up and supports you. Like they accomplished that, they did that, you know, and so good for them. What is the best way that people can, if they want to find all these great, you know, bands and talent and stuff playing? Where is the best place they can go to find this information and make sure they stay up to date and support it and find all this stuff?
I would say our Victoria Fine Arts Association Facebook page. We have an Instagram account.
Okay.
And
all the information there.
I would say VTXArtWalk.com.
Perfect.
For
Hit
the
both of
artists.
those. Absolutely.
And we are going to have a map inside of the new Art House magazine, and that's where you're going to find the stamps. And we have like $50 from the box, $50 from El Paso.
Awesome.
25 teacher toolbox. I can't remember off the top of my head, but there's a lot of.
It's a lot.
And they can reach out to either one of those pages and get that information.
They're going to
and
want
hear
that
from you guys.
magazine so they can get to the middle of it and then get their stamps while they're there.
Outstanding. Well, again, thank you for all that you do. I appreciate you. You all do a great job. Let's take a quick break and then we'll be right back with the Mill of the Week.
I'm David Murphy with Chick-fil-A Victoria. Chick-fil-A made its debut in Victoria, Texas way back in 1980 with our first restaurant in Victoria Mall. 20 years later, our first freestanding location opened at Whispering Creek. Fast forward another 20 years and our licensed location opened inside the UHV University Commons. Next is our biggest endeavor yet, a massive new restaurant taking up an entire city block on Rio Grande. When it opens, we will have grown our Chick-fil-A Victoria family from 20 team members back in 1980 to more than 250 dedicated and caring people who are proud to serve our guests and community by building lasting relationships and creating unforgettable experiences. It is our pleasure to serve you, Victoria.
All right, guys, we are back with my favorite segment. It needs no introduction, but we're going to give it one anyway. The Meal of the Week. We are here with my buddy John and the man himself, Bernard. Bernard, what did you got for me today, buddy? This looks super good. I'm super pumped. I've been waiting for this one, so I'm really excited. What did you got, my friend?
It is our Philly fried ribeye for Philly Fried Friday.
Man, you nailed it. This is the shaved ribeye for Philly Friday, huh? And everybody that knows me knows I love a good Philly cheesesteak. Do you think we could dive into this thing here? You want to get half, maybe I get half, and we'll give your dad that one?
Here you go. I brought y'all each one.
You know what? Here, we'll go right here. Boom, you the man, you the man. He needs two, I think. Oh, man. Bernard, good, huh? Come check out our Philly Friday cheesesteaks.
So on Fridays at the Chop Block, you buy 2 pounds of shaved ribeye or more, and you get a free pack of Bolillo buns. We've also got provolone cheese, peppers, onions, all the goods.
Thank you for saving that segment. And I want to give a shout out, a full bite shout out to the South Texas Smokers. You guys have been doing a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
I hear you out there lighting up the barbecue trail. Way to go. You got Joey, you, and the rest of the crew that does a great job on these barbecue contests. The South Texas Smokers. Check them out. And we'll see you next week.
See y'all next week.
We'll see you next week. Tell them, Bernard, see you next week. Thanks so much for tuning in to Victoria Events with Caleb Shaw. Make sure you comment down below, like the post, share the post. It really helps the algorithms. If you haven't done so already, make sure you follow our page. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any episodes. And if you have an event coming on you want featured on Victoria Events, shoot us a message. We'd love to help you get the word out there. Lastly, make sure you support our sponsors. We could not do this show without them, so we're very grateful. Thanks so much, Victoria, and we'll see you at the next one.